So welcome to Tran Wins Tactics Ogre, episode 33 and a half, the San Bronsa. Once we completed the Uria quest, we unveiled this talk and this talk. We're going to go ahead and read this one. San Bronsa Ruins discovered. The Bay of Gobanda is known for the thick fog that hangs over its waters. It was recently discovered that an immense tower lies hidden within the fog. Scholars from the Royal Academy say it once stood in the ancient city of San Bronsa, which was destroyed in Dorgalawa's Great War. The Bay of Gobanda was formed when magic wielded by King Roderick of Brigantis shattered the lands in the last days of the war, also destroying San Bronsa. Scholars had studied the tower before the Great War, but it is still not known when it was built, or by whom. It is said the hanging gardens built by King Dorgalawa were inspired by the Tower of San Bronsa. As news of the tower's discovery spreads, there is concern it will be looted by thieves, and the Resistance is considering sending an exploratory party there. There have been further reports of a large island floating in the sky above the bay, but nothing more is known at this point. That reveals this area here. So let's head over to the San Bronsa Ruins. Win with the ninja. We're going to skip that, it's just experience. No in caps, no tarot. We'll leave the shoes on. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just leave all that gear on. I was thinking of stripping him down so that he would move faster, but that's alright. She has no shoes, so she can move faster. She won't be able to move as far, however. And she has... Actually, we can probably toss this cudgel. We don't need that. Alright, I think this is good.
Master Vapal! The army of the false king approaches!
Then we are not alone in our quest for the Great Father's miracle. Let us not delay further. Believe in me, my disciples. Believe, and the power of Philaha will work a miracle upon you.
We believe, Master Vapal.
A miracle! Now, dedicate your new lives as you did your old, for the Tigers of Burnham!
What are those? Angels?
March forth, champions of heaven! Wipe all traces of the false king's army from the land!
Vapal will flee when she's below 30% of her hit points. So she's quite the coward. This is the second time I'm running through the dungeon. I've actually completed it before, all 30 levels of it. 28, I don't know. Don't do what I did in that playthrough. Bring someone to do a Seraph Pact on these guys and recruit those Divine Knights. I had heard that you can get Divine Knights at San Bronsa, so I skipped these two my first time through. And it is to my regret that I did not find Divine Knights on the future floors, nor did I find it on a repetition of floor 3, which this is. So I am loading and we're going to do this again. I don't normally put recruitment on camera for the reason it takes so darn long, which is why San Bronsa is going to be its own episode, because I feel like these guys merit a recruitment episode. And when I calculated their stats, they are roughly 80 stats higher than the skeletons that I was going to convert into Divine Knights. Because I have two skeletons, male and female skeleton, both Terror Knights from the Phil Rampa Wildwoods. It's a 90-point difference. Even if I took all 6 of my character upgrades I get, reinforcements through San Bronsa, and combined them, they wouldn't equal one knight. My cleric is equipped with the Stinky set, so she's going to be invisible to the enemy. The only living human they can find is Denam. The Divine Knights do have Exorcism. However, it does cost quite a hunk of MP, and they don't even have Meditate, so there's a good possibility that they're going to spend their magic on something else besides Exorcism, but they do feel that. There's no good angles right now. Alright, we'll just slice you then. Some immense damage right there. I'm going defensive, so I'm going for the skill triggers rather than these offensive weapon cards. Perhaps one weapon card might be prudent, so that way I would spend one less turn killing them. Right now, I consistently would need 2 turns to kill each one. If with a weapon card, maybe 2 weapon cards is what it would take to kill them reliably in one shot. But my priority will be the skill trigger cards, so I don't regret that choice I made earlier. Here we can actually see one right now. Will this kill her? No, it will not. Might have killed him. Okay, so basically 2 cards is what I would need. Do I want 2 skill cards, 2 attack cards? I mean... no, I guess not. If I can do this to her using this air attack, which is air is strong as earth, by the way, but earth is strong as lightning. If I can do this against her, I should be okay. So we'll just air strike her and grab that skill card right there. This might be a part of my saved run, so I'm gonna go and collect the green cards while we're at it. This is what my normal playthrough would look like. It's a lot more boring, I think, because I'm the one running it, so it's gonna be slower than AI. Under a normal AI map, I might just let battle happen. If the target leader goes down, cool. If not, also cool. Follow her. I might be able to push her down. That's all I need, is I just need to separate her from the Divine Knights. That's it. If I can do that, I basically have this in the bag. Because I don't want to end up recruiting the Divine Knights only for them to get incapacitated. That would suck. It doesn't look like it'll be a crit. We'll hold off for now because they could get healed. I'm gonna have to take out the cleric first. Does she have healing? No, she doesn't. Okay, I didn't think she did. So I need to kill this cleric first. I don't want her to get healed because then I wouldn't necessarily be able to drop her. Like, this is really close. That is really close to danger level health. So I like that. I don't want her to get any healing from that. The enemy is largely water, ice, which I have covered with my crossbow fire, and earth, who I have covered with my dagger air. I mean, it's not my normal loadout, but it definitely has all my bases covered. Oh, this is perfect. If I stand there, she can't move out. I just need to get past this knight. What? Take that. Now, eventually I'm going to need the cleric to swap out with... Oh, it's already gone. Okay. I was going to have the cleric box her in. I was going to say eventually I'm going to swap out Denam for the cleric, but she would make a good person to trap her. Since she will flee, any items that she picks up will be gone at the end of the battle. Before we take down the Divine Knights, we definitely need to kill the cleric and the archers and the wizards. That leaves just the knights and warriors as someone we can ignore. We'll get the MP to recharge card, that's fine. Because again, I don't want them taking out the Divine Knight once I recruit them. So you've got to set up safe conditions. Whoops. It's unlikely to be you. Could be you or you. I don't want to kill you guys though, so I guess we'll just pop you. Try to maximize my odds of getting that card. We'll face it. And nope, there you go, you stand on it. Alright, well. The Divine Knight is kind of like a Lich class in that once you've converted to a Divine Knight, you can change to any other class out of it, though you cannot go back to Divine Knight or Lich. But these characters do fly, so if I wanted to, I could convert them to Cleric, and this will be a way, a very roundabout way, if you are hoarding light charms like me, very roundabout way to create characters that are light attuned. About 0%, it means it's going to resist. Alright. Normally I just let Denam run by himself. I don't normally bring him an ally. The only reason I'm bringing the cleric is so that I can try to recruit. Which again is making the battle take a lot longer. That's one worm skill armor I'm not getting, but I'm not worried about that. I was hoping she would run down closer to Denam. Now they are kind of moving as a block. However, the Divine Knights fly, so they have that advantage. I need that tile. You're standing on it. Alright, is she sealed? She is not sealed. I'm guessing she can jump down here. She's got a jump down of 3. Yeah, she can easily break out, so this is not helpful. Maybe I push her down into the tree line. I could do that. If Denam doesn't move, she might not want to move, so I'm going to keep pushing her. My first push. It's the main reason I gave this shield to Claire. No! I need that spot. Get it. Why are you not casting anymore? Are you just fed up with... Oh, is it because he's got apostate on? You know that it's a 0% chance? That's kind of funny. No, I don't know. I don't. I almost had you in there. Okay, I can push you into that corner, maybe. The knight. Or I could push her down and then fly back up. I think we'll do that. Can't even push her down because of that shadow. That's fine. If she's going downhill, that actually makes things easier on me. Even if she's not moving as downhill as fast as I wanted, because I was gonna shove her with the shield. I'm just checking out all my damage values. Okay, I did notice this one was the one I wanted to hit him with, but I wanted to see if I had anything in the 100 range. So he will get to move next, and I could try to get him to run away. Let me see here. She could run here. And then she has a judgment range of this. Wrong button. 3, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so if I just, yeah, I can get him away safely from her, but not necessarily from her. Well, it's 20%. Let's see what happens. It feels like she's running away from my character. I mean, it's a smart move to do so. So I'll stand here then, rather than chasing at her, because I don't want them to get too close. Because I would like to be able to flee the Divine Knights when I convert them. Kind of like her there. Let's stay put and see what happens. I mean, as long as they stay on opposite sides of Denam, this is perfect for me. How much damage would this do? That would kill you. That would not. And you do have a critical card, so I don't want to chance it. I don't know how much critical would do. It probably wouldn't be enough to kill her. It's probably exactly double. Again, I don't want to chance it after it's taken this long. So I'm not actually going to do anything. Here, just have a rock, I suppose. She got a Mother's Blessing. I guess we might as well heal you again. Yeah, actually, that is where I'm gonna go. That would still kill you, but this, about 100 damage. With that light averse, it's almost gonna take her out. Get away from that other sorceress. Okay, we are done here.
Is not even the divine power enough to defeat you, Butcher of Goliath? Though it pain me to leave this unsettled, I have duties elsewhere to which I must attend.
Leonard wants to join the party. I've looked at my database. We're going to turn him into our sword master. Jeremiah has the lowest stats of our current sword masters. Nothing against Jeremiah. I just currently update each individual, bringing them up to the highest level in our party. And Celestine, I like that name. So we're going to turn this into Delaney, who is the cleric that we just used to complete this task. You'll see why in a second, but essentially, I don't want you to think of it as kicking Delaney to the curb. I want you to think of it as giving Delaney a promotion, because we're essentially giving her this identity. We're going to first start with Delaney. We're going to swap the numbers. So this is how it normally takes place. And we're going to take a look. We're going to strip him down of gear. And then we're going to... Oh, this is the Divine Knight classes. Not classes, skills. They are cool, but nothing worth keeping at the moment, because I do plan on turning these skeletons into Divine Knights, so I really don't need 4 warriors. And the best thing they have going for them are these 3 things. The reason he has Dragon Slayer is because of the Dragon Scale Shield. I'm going to turn those 2 into Divine Knights later on, because we're going to find Sanguine Root, whatever. I don't have that item right now. I will show you when we get there. The Divine Knights have more offensive-oriented abilities, and as such, they lack the defensive phalanx skill. Once we change her, she cannot become a Divine Knight again, but that's okay. We're going to change her to Cleric so she can benefit from the light bonus. Oh, I didn't even show the Divine Knight skill. That's fine. I have the other Divine Knight. All right, so let's take a look at old Delaney and new Delaney. So this is the one we just used. I don't have to remove her spells. They will restock when I get rid of her. So she has about 180 in most stats, 200 in mind, and roughly 1,200 hit points. For her, she has about 10 more points and stats for pretty much everything, right? And 200 more hit points. That's a considerable amount. That's a large jump in stats. It really is. So Delaney essentially is getting a promotion. That's the way I personally look at it. When I first started, I felt really bad about kicking people out, because they make you sad when you say dismiss. Hey, are you sure? It's been an honor fighting at your side. Like, okay, yeah. But realistically, because I've been doing this all game, I essentially now, perhaps it's like Stockholm Syndrome or something, where I've basically have warped and twisted my mindset. But to me, this is Delaney has now gotten an upgrade. From here on out, this is Delaney. So just put auto equip for now. I like that. That's pretty good actually. But we'll go ahead and give you no shoes and give you a ring. I really need to combine these. I just don't feel like it. It just takes too long. I don't want to mess with it. Anyway, all right. So we'll need to level this stuff up. I tried to click on it fast. And we'll just slap on some heal spells and an exorcism. This will give her plenty of time to heal in battle and get... Oh, actually, she's probably pack a wand if she's doing that. She'll heal in battle and get progress towards these. Alright, let's take a look at the other Divine Knight before we convert him. So the skills are as follows. They can use a sword, Caldia, bow, and crossbow. Silent Song, which silences nearby opponents. It will not affect your guys. Requiem will damage nearby undead units, including your own. My favorite, Day of Reckoning, subtly zeroes out nearby opponents' MP. Poignant Melody has the same success rate as Silence, but I can see when you need to convert the enemy. Celestial Song, remove zombie condition. But I can see that being effective against enemies. That sounds cool. I mean, I don't want to remove my zombie condition because I like my zombie condition. We have Absolution, which will allow resurrections to be carried out. Seraph Pact. So now this person, well, Delaney, who is the cleric, if I kept her as Divine Knight, she can still do Seraph Pact. So Divine Knights can recruit other Divine Knights. Other than the Rune Fencer, I think these are the only martial units that have Meditate. Evil Bane, which gives extra damage to Umbra. Not undead, but Umbra units within 3 tiles. And that's all the abilities. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and strip him down as well, and we're going to turn him into a Sword Master. Swap IDs. I mentioned a long time ago that sometimes your characters will suffer from a little bit of gender confusion. Is it gender dysphoria? Is that the correct term? I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Okay. The reason I unequip is just to give you, since I'm recording this anyways, give you some example or it's a view of how these stats or stat changes. I mean, so we are suffering a little bit of hit point loss, about 40 points, but we are getting roughly, we'll say 5 to 8 points each in each attribute, which is not a considerable amount. I understand. In fact, these are actually 10 down here. The intellectual stats, about roughly 10. Yeah, these are about 10, and the rest physical stats are about 5. So that's actually still pretty good. But overall, a very good improvement. So Jeremiah is now joining the lofty ranks, and this will result in, let me see here. Doing so will give a true owner to the light-aligned two-handed katana, because I was trying to find who would benefit from being light-attuned. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. And we would change him to... There you are. Well, I will organize it more appropriately later, but the game does say that, hey, you are deserving of this Ogre's Blade. It is your most valuable weapon to you. Hobrim, his most valuable weapon is the Asura, which is actually a very strong weapon. That's one of the ones for the Heavy Blade General. However, we only have the one Asura, and I like to try to keep my elements varied. Would be by 17 points. We have water, fire, ice, and light. So in fact, so what we could do is, because I deliberately set them up this way, she could wield the water crescent sword, the ice bead-bound blade. So each one of the two-handed katanas has an owner at this point by doing so. I guess I could leave it on. I normally have everything unequipped and them all equipped with oak blades, so that way I have my entire stockpile in my inventory at the time in case I need to use it, because I have more people than I have gear. Right? I have 96 people at this time. I have more, well, counting monsters too. Yeah, so for equipment management, I generally have everybody wielding commonly available equipment. It's not bad, but Wand of Air, I've got enough of those. I have enough cloud shoes because nobody uses them. Because I'd rather fly or teleport rather than float. But since these guys are already floating anyways, might as well just give them cloud shoes. Not clown shoes, cloud shoes. Oh, and this is a thing I do for my familiars. I give them pressure whirl so they have an area effect ability. Not that it matters. Okay, that was a really, really long battle. Let's head on to the next area. Win with an archer in the battle party. No incaps, no chariot tarot. This is the selection we'll have. There's our archer. Oh, I think it's just experience. Most of the enemies in this next map will be ice. So the triangle that they're using is water, ice, and earth. Similar to how they did last time map, but last time I think it was mostly earth. This time we don't need to worry about any captures or recruits, so we're just gonna go all out and kill them.
Children of God, who march upon the field, bereft of blood and flesh. By the power of the great Father Philaha, grant your form once again unto the proud Tigers of Burnham.
These hands. This voice. Is this my body? Huh?
a miracle! God is wise! God is glorious!
Warmth! This is what it was to live!
I cannot believe it has happened, though I feel it with every part of my being. Your great Father Falaha, praise be to you.
You see, with this relic and the power of his miracle, a body once lost can be reclaimed. As I predicted, this is the Promised Land. This is God's great revelation.
True resurrection of the dead. Is it possible?
A pity the false king's army had to blemish this miracle by witnessing it. Attack! End their lives! This miracle belongs not to them, but to the Tigers of Burnham!
I did try bringing Kashua, Cressida, Donaldo. They have nothing that they wish to say about this. Yeah, it's just be understood, those aren't actually story missions, those are post-game content, which is generally, while utilizes more of the game mechanics, does not feature as much developed content through the company's manpower hours, even if it is where most players probably spend the majority of their time. So what my liches currently have, they are equipped with Nature's Touch, which does not affect dark magic. Nature's Touch just adds elemental damage, which does make their elemental spells hit harder than being dark affinitied magic. I've tested that out. So they carry a couple dark spells for when they're not running, when Nature's Touch has not activated, but they are carrying some elemental spells in order to make use of Nature's Touch and do extra damage. With the cudgel, they do something like an extra 20-30 damage points. So I took away their cudgel proficiency and gave them salvation, so that they can share their mana if necessary. Wonder what Nightbeth would have to say about this. That'll be an interesting discussion to see between these two. So the item that they use is called the Seal of Rebirth. The item that I brought with me, because I don't have a Seal of Rebirth yet, I found my first one at level 7, which is on the right side of the map. But it is the Ensanguined Rood. I have no idea if I said that right. We're gonna have Comus use that. We're gonna create our own Divine Knight, but it will not have the natural stats that our recruits did. According to my spreadsheet, Jeremiah now has the highest stats of our subscriber army. This is one of the reasons why I think of it as an upgrade, because if he were to hear that, it's like, well, yeah, I'm awesome. So everybody would want that to happen to them. Everybody would want that upgrade. So even if it technically, I'm dismissing someone and renaming someone else to that, because it's ridiculous. I'm limited to 100 as my union cap, and then I can only deploy like 3 sometimes to 12 people. All of that stuff is ridiculous. I don't like numerical limits. I've never have. The games will offer you something like 12 party members, and you can only bring 3 at a time.
upon the very day I perceived the mystery of the miracle. Fate is cruel, and you are crueler still, Butcher of Goliath.
Okay, we'll do Colmesk's Insanguine Rude on the next fight, which is just 2 levels away. But for you, it's the next battle. That's actually quite fitting for the game. After that dramatic battle, we get linen slops. I would say that pretty much sums up Tactics Ogre loot. Form an attack with 100% accuracy. Don't get incapacitated and don't use tarot.
Great Father Philaha, how can you do this to me, your most humble servant?
Lowly beasts that crawl upon the earth, hear my words. Seek not God's miracle. These forms you claim by ancient artifice are not life, they are shadow. Take not God's name for your own. Whatsoever you may call this miracle, it is but the smallest piece of God. Test not God's charity. No matter what tales you tell your soul, you will never understand the mind of God.
Don't be deceived, Butcher of Goliath. The demon pretends to be divine. Don't be deceived.
And with that, they kill her, and the enemy gets to bring in 9 more troops, while I can't even go and rescue her.
Repent, mortals, for your souls are forfeit to heaven.
Angel or no, those are fighting words.
From this point on, we will fight the celestial beings as we advance to the floating ruins. So this is no longer going to be the Tower of Law here. The enemies are, as you might expect, light aligned, except for these 2 phoenixes. Phoenix Eye. I was trying to hit Act. Sure, why not? Just have you stay put, I suppose. The enemy outlevels me and outnumbers me. Not cool. My biggest saving grace, aside from being a human player, is Denam is probably along the lines of a level 80 character. I don't quite know what he would equate to. Oh, this is Colmesk. We'll go and use her Divine or Insanguine Rude, turning her into a Divine Knight. Remember that the indication at the bottom of this says, after reviving, certain spells and skills cannot be used. She can still have access to all her gear, but she does not have access to skills that a Divine Knight does not incorporate into their skill set. She'll probably counts as a 0 proficiency fist at this time. Vigorous attack, she can't use it. However, she can still use her finishing move because that is part of her skill, I guess. That is something interesting. If she were a Terror Knight skeleton instead, and she had Terror Knight spells, she would lose access to those spells as well. They would be grayed out. However, for the sake of this battle, I have equipped her with dark gear. There is no leader, even though there was a dude talking to us. He's just a regular enemy. I stand a decent chance of killing them outright. Still no meditation for Xavier, but we can take a shot for 1 damage. Might end up stunning someone, so I guess we could do that. We're staying close so that we can do a finishing blow, which is not modified by height. You don't have an auto skill, right? Yeah, no auto skill is equipped right now. Try draining someone's mana. How much would that get me? Not that much. That might be it. That might be why they activate their stuff like Beast Slayer and Dragon Slayer after their act. Because they get the mana after. So now she's at 42 instead of 30. She can activate it. All of these enemies are flying, aside from these dragons. What's my mana? Okay, not enough mana. I need 70. She has enough for poison. I guess we can do that. Alright, there's our meditate. Now we can hit someone with a flaming blast. Apparently that was not a charm. Are you resistant to charm? No, you are not. I equipped him a dagger for the damage and a sword for Cherry Ron. How much would this do? Quite a bit. Okay. I like it. Wouldn't kill anybody outright, but it will certainly do a great deal of damage. Then we can grab, say, this card right here. Denam can solo this map pretty quickly. I believe it was 8 minutes when I ran it, but I'm trying to avoid doing that excessively for the recording. Though I do feel bad when a single battle takes a while, but maybe that is the kind of content people want. Since these guys are so strong, I've decided to bring knights out to play, because it's almost impossible for the enemy to take down my knights in normal means. So we can strike. This will do an impressive 500. Not that impressive, but still, it's okay. Let's back away somewhat. Incredible 1 damage. How much would my rock throw do? Still 1 damage, alright. Thought I can hit you from this angle. She could probably take the hit. It just would have been nice to finish that guy off. That's still almost nothing. Not sure this will really help. I noticed it would hit her, but how much would it do to everyone else? Not enough to kill them outright. I know I'm just inviting judgment in, but it'll keep him from swinging at her. And they can't cast judgment every turn because they don't have meditate. Forgot I gave her a major heal too. It could have moved it a little bit, but I guess it would have healed him if it did. Alright, probably need to help get this Dragoon out of here. Yeesh. I hope this fight being a bit longer is okay. There's no leader to decapitate here, so it's just going to be a slogfest. I have tried putting these guys on AI, but they really do get themselves killed without my babysitting. It's fine, you can just keep huddling there. If anything, it'll group them up for Denam to do Cherry Rond or something again. Guess we'll go ahead and finish you off. Third time's the charm? Nope. Phalanx and Guardian Force. They're not getting through. Those two are charmed, these two are near death. We have this in the bag. Assuming it's still 1 damage. Yeah, nothing there has changed. Vipal Dabrit, a Bakram who served with the Tigers of Burnham, a radical sect who believe in a fundamentalist interpretation of the teachings of Falaha. They hope to rebuild the Bakram Valerian kingdom by locating the Apocrypha and a set of wondrous powers. She once belonged to a secret expedition squad reporting directly to Regent Branton Moore, but after the downfall of the Bakram Valerian kingdom, she and her allies formed the Tigers of Burnham. The Tigers seek to re-establish the Bakram Valerian kingdom out of their unwavering devotion to Branton, who had intervened to spare their lives after they were excommunicated and tried as heretics for their extreme beliefs. Though Branton did this only because he felt they could be of use to him, this did not deter them from swearing him their loyalty. She set off with her companions to the San Bronsa Ruins, believing the wondrous powers the Tigers seek lie hidden there. Her hunch proved correct, and she succeeded in locating 2 of the powers, but was then slain by angelic forces. That'll be it for the San Bronsa episode. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Tactics of Reborn. I'll see you next time.